Well, ladies and gentlemen, over the weekend, a controversial book by Michael Wolff entitled Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House was at the top of the headlines. While much of the book's validity, of course, is in serious question, there was an interview that resulted from the book's publishing that is attracting a lot of attention. That interview consisted of Trump loyalist Stephen Miller and CNN's Jake Tapper, who conducted a very combative interview. And at the end of the interview, when the camera stopped rolling, evidently, according to reports, Stephen Miller wanted to continue his conversation, but Jake Tapper wanted none of it. Now, all of this is coming from a CNN source. Of course, many of you will remember Stephen Miller is the architect of Trump's immigration policy. And during the interview, he was cut off by Tapper on the State of the Union show during this now famous and very heated interview. The CNN anchor eventually said, quote, "I've wasted enough of my viewers' time," and moved on to the next segment. And then supposedly, ladies and gentlemen, off camera, Stephen Miller continued to want to discuss, and CNN is saying that he was escorted off the property. And I want you to listen to just the closing comments of that highly controversial interview, and then we're going to talk about the hypocrisy that is on clear display.
People that you don't connect with and understand, the people whose manufacturing jobs have left, who've been besieged by high crime communities, and who've been affected by a policy of uncontrolled immigration, those voices, those experiences don't get covered on this network. That's why, to prove the point, I was booked to talk about the very issues I'm just describing, and you're not even asking about them because they're not interesting facts to you.
That's not true. I have plenty of questions on immigration. You've attempted to filibuster by talking about your flights with the president. I want to ask you a question because
don't be condescending, Jake.
Stephen,
Jake,
the president and the White House.
The reason why I want to talk about
the president and the White House.
The reason why I want to talk about the president's experiences, what I've seen with him traveling to meet dozens of foreign leaders, with his incredible work.
Okay, you're not answering the questions.
No,
I understand.
You have 24 hours a day of anti-Trump material. You're not going to give 3 minutes for the American people to hear the real experience of Donald Trump.
There's one viewer that you care about right now, and you're being obsequious. You're being a factotum in order to please him. Okay.
No.
And I think I've wasted enough of my viewers' time. Thank you, Stephen. As Republicans, lawmakers call for Attorney General Jeff Sessions to resign, in a major reversal, Democrats are now coming to his defense. What changed? We'll ask the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee next.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. A very heated discussion between Stephen Miller and also Jake Tapper. Sam, I want to go to you very quickly first. For 190 consecutive months, Fox News has been the most watched cable news network. 190 consecutive months. MSNBC, CNN especially have been significantly below Fox, many times in the very basement with respect to daytime viewing, primetime viewing, and so on. My question to you is this. I think this interview really reveals the hypocrisy at CNN. It is indeed 24/7 nonstop attack of the president. Won't give him credit for anything he's done that's right, for the improvements in the economy, the records on the stock market. What is it, 80 some days now? We've hit a new high since President Trump's been in the White House. CNN will not acknowledge any of that. Is there, Sam, in your estimation, any possibility whatsoever that the American people are beginning to understand and get the message that CNN is perhaps the most hypocritical news network in the nation?
Well, Dave, I think they are. And I do think, by and large, people are able to see through much of what has been said. I mean, let's face it. They've seen through some of the hypocrisy, some of the whole taking a knee at the games. And look what's happened to people not going to NFL games and watching them. That same thing with the news. It has to be objective. It has to be a standard that's established and as consistently as possible adhered to. And if that is not done, then it's not real. It's not genuine. It's not believable. And people are wanting that which is authentic, Dave. People are wanting that which is real. And, of course, that takes you back to the standard, and that goes right to the heart of how you fix this problem of hypocrisy which we are seeing in the country. And it's something for which we all need to be concerned, but there is something, though, there's a fix for that.